In this video, we discuss the English composition core requirement. And looking at our core curriculum checklist, we can see right here that all students must take Composition 2, which is numbered ENGL 1102, to complete the core curriculum. Some students, as we can see the note says here, may need to first complete Composition 1, which is numbered ENGL 1101. And this fall placement is made based on standardized test scores, the ACT and SAT. Before we show how to confirm whether you should take Composition 1 or Composition 2 first to fulfill the core, we'll first look at brief course descriptions for both courses. As is clear by the titles of the courses, Composition 1 is not as advanced as Composition 2. It focuses a little bit more on generating a critical position in a college essay, the correction of grammatical issues and stylistic faults, and unity, coherence, and clarity in written communication. And it features weekly assignments to help build your college writing abilities. Composition 2 focuses a bit more on the techniques and ethics of scholarly research and assumes that students have mastered the techniques and skills that are covered in Composition 1. Similar to Composition 1, Composition 2 also features weekly papers that are written, discussed, and revised as part of the class. Let's look at the DegreeWorks registration guidance for a student who has been placed into English Composition 1. We can see here one of the placement guidance lines is register for ENGL 1101. It's very important to note that if you have placed into Composition 1, you need to take it in the fall semester. You cannot delay it until the spring semester. This is because, as we explained earlier, Composition 1, if you've placed into it, is the required prerequisite for Composition 2. So if you place into Composition 1, you need to take it in the fall so that you can take Composition 2 in the spring. Now let's look at the DegreeWorks placement guidance for a student who is eligible to take Composition 2 in their first semester. We can see right here that the registration guidance says to register for ENGL 1102 or an EP1, which, as we'll see in a later video, stands for Eloquentia Perfecta 1. It's another core requirement discussed in a later video. There are some subtleties that have to do with whether you can take both an EP1 course and Composition 2 in the same semester, but we'll defer those until the EP1 Eloquentia Perfecta 1 video. All you need to know now is that this student has placed directly into Composition 2 and can complete that in the fall semester if they wish. And keep in just the back of your mind for now that all students who are eligible for Composition 2 are also eligible for Eloquentia Perfecta 1. But students who have placed into Composition 1 or into the college ESL writing course are not eligible to take the Eloquentia Perfecta 1 course in the semester that they're also taking Composition 1 or that college ESL writing course. Although we'll discuss ESL coursework in a later module and videos, there's one important point to keep in mind in the context of this English composition video tutorial. You'll see, looking at this DegreeWorks placement guidance for a non-science student, that it doesn't say anything about either Composition 1 or Composition 2. So where does the student place? We can see right here, it says register for IALC 1170 and IALC 1270, which is our College Writing 1 course and its accompanying Intercultural Skills 1 lab. Students will be placed here initially based on their past performance in secondary or high school, as well as their standardized test scores and language background. International ESL students will take an English placement test during the late August orientation at Fordham to double-check that this is the course for them. And like I said, we'll discuss that more in a later video. But if you see this on your DegreeWorks placement, that is because you are an ESL International student who has been pre-placed into this course in lab, pending your final English language placement exam during the late August orientation. One final important note about these placements before we go on to show how to search for these courses on my.fordham. Regardless of where you are placed, whether in College ESL Writing 1, Composition 1, or Composition 2, you should plan to register for that course, the course that you are placed into, over the summer when it's your designated time. If you're concerned that you are placed too high or too low, or your placement just doesn't seem correct, do not fear. On the first day of your class, again, whether College ESL Writing 1, Composition 1, or Composition 2, all professors administer what is called a diagnostic quiz. And this helps to just give another check to make sure that you are indeed in the right course. And if your professor suggests moving up or moving down, they will inform you and you will be able to move to the appropriate course. Searching for Composition 1 and Composition 2 is not difficult at all. If you're wondering how you would search for that College ESL writing course, that will be covered in a later video. We go to our Browse Classes page and select the appropriate term from the drop-down box, and then click Continue. We will then click our advanced search, as we always do, and remember to select Fordham College, Rose Hill under College. Because only ENGL English 1101 fulfills Composition 1 and only ENGL English 1102 fulfills Composition 2, we'll search for these as specific courses. So let's say we're looking for Composition 1. We can start typing in English and select it, and then under course number, type in 1101. So we're looking for English 1101 at Fordham College at Rose Hill. Since this is a core class, it needs to be taken at your home college, Fordham College, Rose Hill. We then hit search, and the options will appear. And you'll see there are a number of options in both the 3-day-a-week and the 2-day-a-week format. If we wanted to search for Composition 2, all we would do is replace the number 1 here with the number 2 and run our search again. And we can see that these options will appear here. Again, some are in the 2-day-a-week schedule. Some, for those who prefer this, are on a once-a-week nighttime schedule. This option isn't for everybody, but if you feel like this would work with your learning style and schedule, it is open to you and as a Fordham College Rose Hill student.